Yo, what's good? Long time no see. We're going to talk NBA playoffs and we're going to talk NBA legacy. Stick around. You definitely don't want to miss it.
Here to bring you the facts, data, and statistics up close and personal. Letting you decide if it truly is hate or debate.
Pulls up three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Wins the game at the buzzer! Oh my God! They know that! Are you kidding me?
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing out there in the land? It's early. It really is early. This is the early that I've posted a video on a Friday. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and play some music with this. Let's keep this thing going, man. But before I got into anything, before I even get into what I was going to get into, before I get into anything, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors down there at Planet Vapor, 11 plus 1 different locations in the state of South Carolina. If you can't get to any of those locations, you can always reach them online, so don't feel sad. Straight it's going to be there at www.planet.vapor.com. That is right, for all of your vaping needs. Also, shout out to Blind Fury at Fury Bro Studios for all your recording needs. Man, get on out there. Southpaw Prints as well for all of your print needs. If you need logos, if you need print design, if you need shirts, whatever you need, they got you. And I promise you, they will do it in a timely manner. Professionalism at its finest. I promise you that. Shout out to them again. And last but definitely not least, shout out to Corey Rockbottom Davis at Rock Bottom Studios, Columbia's very first and only black-owned animation station. Let's get this thing started.
Let him cook now.
You know what I'm talking about?
Let him cook.
I said,
Let him cook.
and now while we're cooking, you know what I mean? I just want to, hold on, let me turn the music down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Turn the music down just a little bit. You know what I mean? I normally call myself Larry or something like that. Make up a name and be like, yeah, hey, turn that down real quick. It's really me. I'm on the boards. I'm on the board. I do what all it takes to make sure this thing goes and be the geek. You better believe that, man. You better believe that. But now that we got all of our shout outs out of the way, I like to just start talking about the playoffs. NBA playoffs at that. I remember growing up, and this was like the best part of the year when the playoffs came, because not only was it the best about to be played, this was the time of year where you knew school was so close to being out. Knew you could play basketball, football, whatever sport it was, swimming all summer. You got months ahead of you. This right here is the end of all of this, you know? And when the playoffs will come, not only would you be thinking that, and you're about to be out of school and the fun of being with your friends, going on vacation and everything with your family, not only are you thinking of that, but you're also thinking of all of the wonderful things and all of the players that are into the game, man. And Huda, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
Oh, man, I was just letting them know, you know, it's playoff time in the NBA. You know, growing up, you used to think about when it was playoff time, you know you're about to be out of school for the summer. You'll be able to hang out with your homies, go swimming, play basketball, whatever sport or whatever it was that you did. So this time of year was always great for a lot of people and a lot of reasons. But it's like now the NBA is almost losing that touch. The WNBA is going up. The regular NBA is going down. And the ratings they're so up and down depending on what team it is, when before it was just a solid goal. What do you think's causing this, man?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's the time of the women, bro. That's just it.
Right.
So it's Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? About to come up this weekend. Shouts out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to y'all. If I don't get to see y'all, and to your mothers too as well. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, they're paying more attention because women are dunking now. Women are doing crazy things behind the back now. Women is, I know women that can beat men in basketball.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've watched more women's basketball this year from the beginning of this show starting to now than I've watched men's basketball. Period.
Yeah.
And this is WNBA and the WNCAA, man. I've watched more women's basketball this year. Period, man.
Yeah,
It was crazy, but I think the thing is that what it was, and no disrespect to your take, because I think that's a great take. It is their time. They're more. They want the money. They know the work they're going to have to put in to get higher paychecks and everything. Right now, I think the men's league is down because LeBron and Steph Curry broke the NBA.
yeah.
LeBron broke it with upping and being crazy, crying all of the time. Steph broke the internet from just shooting from anywhere. Now
Anywhere,
nobody
right.
nobody wants to even dunk anymore.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't even put nothing on my segment this year that I had called a rectangle. So when you get dunked on in your arms like this, you see that rectangle? I couldn't even do it because nobody's driving to the basket anymore. Everybody's just firing threes. That's all they want to do, fire threes. I can shoot from half court, not with any consistency, not with any accuracy like that.
The women can with consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
They can shoot from anywhere
And a
with
watch
that
is
shit.
broke twice a day. You're right. A watch is twice a day. So you might hit those 2 shots. You know what I mean? But what are you going to do outside of that? Come on, man.
Pass the ball.
I think that's really what it is. Like it's not just they're shooting like that, but the rise of the WNBA. I mean, come on, you can't do anything but play ball better, and we're not seeing them play ball better. We're not seeing them play ball better. It's a whole lot of excuses, a whole lot of he say, she say, but none of those things come with real answers that's going to back up what's going on right now.
Right. It's the money, man. Once you get paid, you know what I'm saying?
Deion Sanders.
Once you get paid. What?
Hey, I'm gonna sample that too. And send it to him, man. Sample it and send it to him, man. His son will buy it if he don't want to buy it, man.
Word.
For real, man. For real, man. It's gonna be love, man.
Yes, definitely. So, who you got taking it, man, in the NBA?
What,
who going all
the
the way?
championship?
Yes, sir.
I'll start off. Say we'll go through a couple of these and see what's going on. Go see how they're good looking right now so far.
Okay.
Well, last night I watched Golden State get 1993 by the Timberwolves, but the thing is, Steph Curry wasn't playing. He's out 2 to 3 games, pretty much a week, and it's from a hamstring, not a heavy hamstring injury, but that right there, and you were up 1-0, you hurt, and y'all, I mean, when y'all won, they won big the first game, and it looked impressionable. I thought it was going to be a one-sided series because I'm looking at Steph, I'm at the Golden State Warriors, their pedigree from the dynasty era and all of that stuff, because I don't care what nobody says. I really do think Buddy Hield really replaced Klay. They're really lacking in eras. They don't have a big. I think when Steph went out, that changed that series. You can have Jimmy Buckets, but Buckets is still trying to get himself acclimated with the team. He can lead, he can drag a team to the finals, but I don't think he wants to do that right now. I think he wants to play and be a good basketball player for the team and for the organization. But if Steph's going to be out 3 games, do you think they're going to go down? Are they going to tie? Or do you think this playoff season, or series with them and Ant-Man is going to be bad? Because, you know, Ant did take a nasty fall in that game too, but he did man up and he came back. He was like, nah, we're not losing this game. I talk too much. I'm putting legends out. I put LeBron out. I put Luka out. I put Ja out to get here. Before then, I put Durant. I'm legend killing right now.
Right.
What do you think about that, bro?
I think if there's no Steph, there is no championship for them. That's how. Without that shooting from anywhere stuff, it's just not gonna happen. That's how I
Right.
see it. So it's 1-1 now. I see it going 4-1.
So you think it's over? You think it's Timberwolves?
Timberwolves definitely.
Can't be mad. That's a bold take. I can't be mad. And if Steph misses 2 more games, I do think that's what it's going to be, because
Right.
with him being out, it was a significant difference. You could see them going down court and passing the ball so much because they didn't have no real strategy. They didn't have a plan. Period.
Get the ball to Steph.
You know what I
That's the
mean? And
strategy.
he's not there. You know, normally they'll throw it to him on the bench. Well, you can't just go out there with no game plan at all, man. You cannot do it.
Word.
From the moment that Steph got hurt and they won that game, they should have already been plotting for the next or going on without him.
Right.
I don't think they
Right.
did, because they like, we can bide our time and we'll see how it goes. You're gonna do what LeBron and them did and mess around and find out and be outside of the playoffs looking mad.
Silence!
The legend killer strike again. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
telling you. I'm telling you, the
Strikes
boy looked
again.
like Jordan. That's what they said. The boy looked like Jordan.
Well, yeah, that's going to be pretty intense there, man. That's
Yeah, man.
if Golden State don't go all because of one injury, so it's a problem. It's a problem.
It is, because one injury
Gotta
shouldn't stop
reevaluate.
you from doing, you know,
Right.
accomplishing greatness. Now I can see with it being him and as great as a shooter that he is and as great as a player that he is, but
Yeah,
you still in the NBA, you're supposed to have pieces around you so it can be the next man up at all times.
amen. Next man up. Hey, that it's the mantra. Y'all better know
Right,
about
just
it.
like football, you know, just
Next
like football,
man
you
up.
got to have that. You got to
Yes,
have
sir.
that, man. And I
Yes,
don't think
sir.
they have that, and I think it's going to cost them. Like, I'm with you. If Steph Curry's out 1 to 2 more games, I don't think they can come back from it, because I think Minnesota, Ant Edwards, the Ant-Man, and all of those guys are going to have so much momentum. They're not going to want to give it up. They're smelling blood right now.
Next game is at home for Timberwolves.
Yes, the next
Yeah.
2 games are at home.
Oh man,
The next
them 2 L's for them right there, bro. Them are
Right.
2 L's. Them are 2 L's.
So right there, you looking
man.
at 3 to 1.
31,
Deficit
right?
right there. We looking at it like that, you know.
But if
And
Steph come
that's
back
why it was
for
so
their
serious.
home, you know what I mean? If Steph come back for their home game, I don't know. It's gonna be a fight. But
But see, that's
No,
what makes
Steph-
it so crazy, because with Steph being out and coming back and them doing their thing, you don't know, like, every team this year so far, the home court advantage doesn't matter. Everybody's losing at home. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. The playoffs are wide open because the teams you're expecting to go in there and have a great turnout, they're actually getting embarrassed.
oh wow,
The first and second round is crazy. It's embarrassing, man. It
Mm,
really is, man.
damn. So you see the Timberwolves losing at home?
I don't. Especially
Okay.
with no Steph being there, with Ant-Man doing what he's doing, with Rudy
Right.
Gobert being uncovered, because, I mean, Draymond is good. He'll fight you. He choked
Right.
Rudy already, so Rudy's scared of him a little bit, you know what I mean? But they don't really have a real big out there. Draymond is 6'5", 6'4",
Right.
6'5". He's strong and he'll fight you,
The
but
biggest fuck,
that
yeah.
can't really stop a real big man.
Right. That's a fact. That is a fact. So what about on the other side? Them Celtics and them Knicks.
About to say that, man, because goodness gracious, you got the Celtics, who was the number 1 team, lose.
I can't
This
hear you,
isn't
brother.
you now. Hold on, I'm back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know how they say, you live by the 3, you die by the 3.
right.
These guys in 2 games have missed a total of 95 3-pointers. 95, brother, in 2 games. Do you even know what a layup is? A free throw? 95 threes in 2 games, brother. That's a ridiculous stat. And this year, they were one of the highest ranked 3-point shooting teams, but you can't build nothing off of threes because anybody can have an off day at any time, man.
Except Steph
and if
Curry.
you don't have right now, see, even if Steph, like he hits so much, you expect everything he throws up to go.
Right.
If you're a team hitting and B, you gotta have something else that you can generate points. But if all you can do is still continue to fire up people on fast breaks instead of going all the way kicking it out to, man, what is wrong with you? That man guarding you, you could have made that layup, got the foul, and that's a 3 right there. If you hit the free throw, what are y'all doing? What are we talking about here? You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. And for them to lose the way that they did, they were winning. Tatum, I swore I heard him say Kobe when he threw up that shot at the end, and it wasn't nothing but a brick. And if he wouldn't have tried to force that 3, they were only down a point. You could have drove and dunked.
Kobe.
You forced a 3. Yeah, you don't yell out Kobe on a brick like that, man. You're disrespecting the GOAT, man. Get out of here, man.
Oh,
it's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. But yeah, the Knicks said that the Pistons got them all sharpened up, ready to play like that. They said beating the Pistons really was, you know what I'm saying, what got them built to take it all the way. I was like, damn, you ain't got to do my team like that, but, you know.
I mean, the team. They're a scrappy team. I don't know if I want to say it's the coaches, the front office. I can't say it's the players because if you get them the right person that knows how, if they had a Phil Jackson or if they had them what's his name?
Pat Riley. Give us a Pat Riley.
Pat Riley, yeah. If you had him or if Popovich, any great coach or Chuck Gotti, God rest his soul, any great coach would know how to put that team together and do what they do with it. But the front office coaches are so buddy now. The front office is scared to get coaches that can't win. We're going to give them another shot. Man, we ain't giving you another nothing. We need booties and seats. We need ticket sales up, and we need some dubs out here. We ain't trying to pay you just to lose. We're losing money. When we're paying you for that, come on, man, we can't do this. Here's the question that I got out of the Boston and New York thing.
Okay.
Do you think because they went to Boston and stole home court advantage, which Paul Pierce said he was going to run to the arena in his robe, and I got the video where he actually did. They didn't show anything but him getting there. He probably got out of the car and had his robe on and was trying to act all tired. Got to the top of the stairs and did the Rocky. You know what I mean? Paul Pierce, we know you didn't run out there. I remember you faking an injury playing against LA because you boo-booed on yourself and you got wheelchaired out of there so you can get yourself cleaned up. Come on, man. You've been faking for a long time, man. I'm not going for this out here.
No, I didn't see that.
Not going
shit.
for this,
Crazy.
man.
That's crazy, dog.
He had cash money to say and ended up eating his words.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
That's all for him, man. You know what I mean? But, bro, Knicks are now going to Madison Square 2, and this is where I think it's going to fall apart for them. As much as my whole life, they always let me down. They're strong as 4. They're up to going home. Between everybody else and me and your eyes, what we're seeing, we'll be like, yeah, man, they should be able to take care of them. But knowing them Knicks, they're going to lose the next 4 games, man.
That would be crazy, dog.
I'm mad because I'm styling on.
What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to be the outcome of this right here, man?
Man, I never count out the Celtics, bro. Ever.
Right.
The Celtics is a dynasty that is not to be fucked with. It's like the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? Those are 2 teams. You just never know. And of course Golden State, but you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
In that mix, those are three teams that can always turn around. Like even without Steph, if they win one game when Steph not there, then that's going to be on the Timberwolves. They're going to get blew out when he come back. Goddamn, with the Knicks, they are known for blowing shit. But I don't know, bro. They're going to the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. They might go ahead and sweep them.
That's a hard one.
They might sweep them. I'm not going to front.
The Knicks. The Knicks.
Yes, they might sweep them.
Falling now, but like I said, if history's been proven right, then we will see.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know, and I'm not hating on those guys at all. I want it to work out. I want the Knicks to do what I've been waiting for them to do my whole life. I've never seen them win a championship. I've only seen them lose. That championship that they got, that was in black and white TV, or it was too old for me to even know about it. I don't know who was on the team. I don't know who coached. Just knew it was the Knickerbockers.
So they never won a championship? I didn't know that, bro.
No, they did win one, but it was so long ago.
In our lifetime.
No, they didn't. Not in our lifetime, bro. With Ewing and Starks and all of those guys, they just
none of them
coming up short. It was the Jordan era. Then when Jordan left, it was Hakeem and all of them. They just couldn't get a good break. They just couldn't get a good break.
Wow.
It was hard for them, man. It was hard.
Damn, Knicks, y'all go ahead and get that, man.
You know what I'm talking about? Let's pump them up real quick, man. Let's see what y'all gonna do, man.
Go ahead.
Or is y'all gonna just leave like how y'all normally do on a high note and be like, for real, man. They play too much with me, man. Every time I cheered for them, like I said, I even got the hurrah all that when John Starks had them. What happened in the playoffs? Home, brother. It was funny. It wasn't funny to me, but everybody else was laughing. Everybody was laughing, man. It wasn't funny, but
that's bad.
Yeah, it was real bad. It was all bad, man. It was all bad, man.
That's bad. What you sipping on over there, brother?
I got a little over here, man. I got some Moscato, man.
Oh, okay. So you
some
sipping
good Moscato,
bro.
man.
See, it's too early in the day.
Yeah, man.
I'm over here with this bad boy. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you already. I know how you coming with it. I know how you coming with it, man.
Jesus
hey, man, it's
Christ.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It is. Damn right. It sure is. You will make me open.
I don't get off work on Fridays this early, man. I don't get off work Fridays this early. But we was off at 10:30 today. I said, you know what? I'm going home and I'm getting on live because I've never got to get in front of the takes before everybody else. Today I'm doing it.
There you go.
But yeah,
there you go.
Let me ask you this:
Go ahead.
The Celtics were to this series,
okay,
do you think that would be more hard on Jaylen Brown's legacy or Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum, bro. For sure. Definitely Jason Tatum. But at the same time, you can't count the Celtics. I just don't see it happening, bro. I just don't see it happening, dog. I really don't.
And I'm on the contrary with you because last year, as hard as Tatum balled out, they gave Jaylen Brown that MVP. So I say, if they lose, Mr. MVP, this is on your legacy. This is on you, brother, because where was you? What did you do? You went from MVP to losing to the Knicks.
Yeah.
Not even in the Eastern Conference Finals, but you know what I mean? Come on.
But these Knicks are going stupid, bro. I mean, like, I don't know, bro. I hope they
really are.
Now that I know they haven't won a championship, that's what got me on the Detroit train, bro. I got to roll with the underdogs, bro.
Underdog.
I'm going next, bro. I'm pulling for
man, shout out to Underdog too, man. If y'all need somebody else on y'all team, y'all need some better people to get better picks, y'all holler at us ahead of the debate. You can holler at Hooter, you can holler at Pete the Geek. We gonna get y'all straight, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Football season coming up. Underdogs, y'all need to holler at us. Y'all need to holler at us, underdogs. Y'all need to holler at us. We'll get y'all the best for what you're looking for now. I promise you this. And Theory just hit me up. He wants to get on later on, so be on there on some politicking, man. Shout out to him, yes, man. Shout out to our sponsor, man. You already know what time it is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and transition over to another team that took home court advantage away from another top NBA team, and this being the Indiana Pacers taking home court from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, it didn't come too much of a surprise to me because the two major players that are missing from Cleveland. But when you have a player like Spider-Man out there, man, Mr. Mitchell, who can drive to the basket anytime he wants to get a bucket, but he has no help. I mean, literally no help. This man goes to the free throw line like this every time. I mean, completely gassed. He's got nothing left. He can't even pass it to anybody else because he doesn't trust them to make the shot.
That's not
all
good.
of his help is hurt. It's not good at all. You lost your home court advantage, and now you're going to Indy, to where the rated Halliburton is doing his thing and coming up right now. I've never in my life. I've watched Indiana when they had Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, Rick Smits, Reggie Miller, and those guys, Mark Jackson. But after those guys left, and Jermaine O'Neal, Steven Jackson, all those guys left, I didn't watch them. They were like the Utah Jazz to me. They were too plain. Wasn't no highlights and stuff like that. I don't like playing basketball. I like exciting basketball. Yeah. I want them to bring back the NBA is fantastic. Bring it back, man. Get the commercials. You know what I mean?
You don't want to see the bounce pass and then a bounce pass back.
Yeah.
A bounce pass and a bounce pass.
What are we here, man? This looks like school basketball. Come on, man. Who's gonna pay the right here? Where are the season ticket holders at that are proud to watch these games every night, man?
Right.
This is crazy. I don't have much to say about this, but I think Indy's going to win it because of the injuries that Cleveland has, and Spider-Man can't do it himself. He's a hell of a baller. And all year, me and Boogie have been talking about how he's like a better Dwayne Wade. He plays like Wade. He's got the heart of Wade, the athleticism, but he's just got a slightly better jump shot. Right. But when you don't have any help, all they could say for you at the end of the day, it was a valiant effort. Better luck next time, man.
So you going Pacers and Pacers taking it?
I got to, because both of the games, the Cleveland Cavs had a 20-point lead and lost it every time.
Oof. That's crazy.
You can't go from 20 up and then close it. The last game, it was so crazy. The ending, I don't know if you saw it, but bro, it was like within the last 45 seconds they lost that game. They were down. Well, Cleveland was up 7. Turned it over. They hit a 3. Turned it over. They hit a couple of free throws. Turned it over. They hit a 3 and killed it. I was like, what in the world? This wasn't even a minute left in the game, and y'all gave it up like this. And shout out to Mason Cameron and Stats on the It Is What It Is, because they've been saying what I was saying all year. And earlier, the end of last year, earlier this year, me, Boogie, and Black were talking about how they were saying people don't run plays no more. I said, that's crazy. Said they do inbounds and stuff like that. That's how you get plays. But it's certain teams that don't do it. And this is one of the major points where you can see they didn't practice that. They didn't have any good inbounds plays because they threw it directly to the defense a couple of times. And I see this in the playoffs. You can't do this in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
All things, but you wait. Is win go home.
So Cleveland lost by 7 points in the last 45 seconds.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
Yes, bro. They were up big, and they could have won that game. They could have put them away. I went to sleep because I was like, oh, yeah, they got this one. I woke up. I was like, man, what? How? The same thing as the Celtics last game. I was like, how? I watched this. It was cleanup time. And then the highlights, I was like, man, get out of here, man. The coach, if it was me, I'd be looking for. I'd definitely be ran out of town for that. I'd definitely be ran out.
So you think because of the injuries, if Hunter and Mobley and them was there, do you think they could pull it out?
I do, because they beat them a couple times this year. They had a great what do you call it? A great competition versus them. Cleveland this year has been surprising everybody.
Right.
Everybody. And they did it. They were good. They stuck together. They got a young team. They got players that you really don't know like that. Their only star is Donovan Mitchell. Everybody else, you like, wait a minute, who is this guy? Yo, he went off like this? Wait, who is this? They got a whole bunch of teams you can't even scout right because their players going to show up when you need them to show up.
Right.
On the Celtics, you know what you're getting out of those players. You know exactly what you're going to get.
Damn.
But
go ahead. I'm about to say, how long are they out, though?
I think that's maybe if they can come back I think it's like 2 or 3 more games.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
Right, and that's just a hunch. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm hoping and praying, keeping it optimistic for those guys. But it's not looking real good for those guys, man. It's not looking real good for them, man.
Damn, that's crazy, yo. They're gonna
So
lose.
what's your prediction for them?
I mean, I like the Pacers anyway. I've always had a little secret love for the Pacers, so I'm definitely gonna run with the Pacers regardless. I never liked the Cavaliers since even when LeBron was there. I've never been a Cavalier fan.
Me either. Even when they had Craig Hilo and Mark Price and all
yeah,
Brad Daugherty, they was all right, but nah.
They were the Jazz. They were a boring team to me.
Bingo. Points, bro. Props. Let's go, man. I'm not cheering for nobody that I'm not excited to watch.
Right.
What do we say? The NBA action is fantastic. That wasn't fantastic. That was drastic.
Damn.
It's horrible work out here, man. It was horrible work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
And for the last guys out here, we got the Nuggets that got straight up squabbled on 149 to 106 to the OKC Thunder.
Yeah.
Now, I saw Oklahoma City getting rest and being where they were, having more time off, getting a win, but I didn't see it like this. Beating the Joker, beating Jamal Murray, beating Aaron Gordon, Russell Westbrook, that squad that they had like that with OKC having all young players, SGA and those boys out there went and did what they had to do. Chet Holmgren. I mean, come on, man. I don't see this being a one-sided series at all.
Definitely.
But I do not see the Nuggets coming out of there on this. I'll give a bold take right now.
Come on now, dog.
Go ahead.
Come on, man.
I got a bold take, and I think it's going to be 4-1 OKC, bro. Look, it could be, what do you say? Child support, divorce court, Lou Dorden. OKC in 5. OKC in 5.
That one there for me is a toss-up. You know what I'm saying? Because I really, don't get me wrong, I'll probably get shot for this one. I've never been a Thunders fan either. And I know that, and they're not boring basketball by far.
Right.
When Durant was doing his thing and all that, I used to watch them all the time. It's just, they were just the shits. When you too much of the shits, I don't like it. I'm just being
and they're young. And see, I can agree with you on that. I never was a trend follower.
Yeah,
with the ads, I go against that anytime. Y'all going that way?
I'm
going ahead and go over. Yeah, I'm going over here, man. Y'all go ahead, and I'll take this if we lose. I'll take it.
Right.
At least I was man enough to go against the system, man.
Amen.
That's what I'm looking at, man.
But you're right, though. They are going to take it, though, for sure. That's not
Right.
a bold prediction. That's a fact you're saying. And if they don't, I will come back and take 4 shots.
And I will too, because of the simple
Okay.
fact that this is me disrespecting the Joker and counting him out like that.
Yes, you are, and I am too, right along with you.
You know, and doing Russell Westbrook like that, Hall of Famer already while he's playing. You know what I mean?
Right. Amen to
It's
him.
crazy,
Great,
but
great.
you know, we gotta do what we gotta do, and we gotta keep it real for the show. We gotta
Got
keep
to,
it real
brother.
for the show, man.
I'm coming back. I'm locking in 4 shots on that one.
You already know,
No,
man.
KC and 5.
We are a lock.
Don't you ever talk about me.
Yeah, man. So now we got all of these teams out of the way. I wanna how do I and go back a couple of episodes and take this song off and play this one more time.
Bigger than 5. 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 It don't matter. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort. Bigger than 5. OKC, KFC, UFC. Bigger than 5. It don't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Bigger than 5. Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Man, come on, man.
Hey, I love this shit, bro.
The thing that's so crazy about it, he wasn't lying. They were out in 5 games.
Hey, word up.
They were out of here.
Yeah.
And with what he's going through and the media and everything, him stepping down from his job and all of those things like that, and with LeBron getting pushed out like that, what's LeBron's legacy now? Because he's been pushed out of the first round in 3 different decades now.
You know me, but I stand on, brother. LeBron gonna always be a great. Can't forget what he's done, but I see what he's doing, and he might need to sit it down because he's kind of hurting himself.
And that's my thing about it. I'm with you 100%, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Because people only look for your goods. When you do one bad, that can tarnish at least 10, 15 of your goods. So he got to relax because he got about 7, 8 bads that I know of. And y'all kept killing me with that chasing the ball.
You know, we got to give you something on it. We got to give you something on it. We got to give you some kind of hell on it, man. Ain't no heaven without hell, man. Ain't no
The chase down. But yeah, I mean, like, bruh is, to me, he's always going to be a legend, even through the bads. But yeah, he got to relax, bro. He got to sit down. He got to set it down.
If I was him, I'd take the Kobe path. We all remember what Kobe said his whole career. I came in the game young, I dominated young, and I'm going to retire young.
There you go.
He did that because he wasn't going to let his age and his heart for the game have him out there scoring 10, 12 points, getting blown by on defense, dunked on and stuff like that. That's embarrassing to the legend that you are. And like I said all year, I'm not going to trash talk LeBron. I think he needs to do what you're telling him. Take that advice. I know you want to get your other son into the league. Use your money and use your pull. Don't use your body, bro. It's breaking down. Yeah, for real, man. It's breaking down. And even though you're still averaging great, you're doing great. That's now. Next year hadn't got here yet.
Right.
You're going to be older next year when you get here. And like Charles Barkley said, why every time you lose a series, you always got an injury that nobody knew about? After they lost the last one, he limping like he could barely walk. We just saw you on the court running full speed. Right. Now you're limping. Ain't nothing wrong with you, man. What are you doing? What are we doing here, man?
And he got that injury called failure in his knee. You know what I'm saying? Shit hurt.
So it wasn't his body, it was his pride.
It was his pride, brother. That shit can hit anywhere on your body. That motherfucker had your mouth cocked like that. Pride.
Man, my pride hurt my side just now. Man, my pride hurt my side. Look, doctor say I need a backiotomy.
Backiotomy.
Oh my goodness, man. Like what he's done, like you said, numerically, you can't take that away from him. And I'd never try to do that because he earned those things. He did it. He put the work in, and this is the result. But now when you're not there anymore, bro, you got to know yourself. You got to know your body, and you got to know your love for the game isn't better than you tarnishing your reputation, bro.
Amen.
You can be and do all that you've done, but you can negate all of that by being a failure and trying to prove something that you do not have to prove. It's not like you played as long as you played, got the scoring titles, got the most points in NBA history, and did it without a ring. You got 4 championships as well.
Right.
You got 4 championships as well. So what are you really chasing right now? Even if you get 6, you're not on in comparison with Michael Jordan because you lost.
So, yeah, he's definitely like, yeah, he's
You
can't
know,
even put him in the same sentence. But
like I said, and it's no disrespect to him because the man put in a body of work that you can't even name 5 players that did that.
right,
Even the greatest.
right,
This is crazy.
Bruh, I think he need to just go coach or focus on his children or just buy some stock in the team, do something else, and you can still keep your legacy. You jump back on that court one more time, you're not Tom Brady. They're not going to feed you the goddamn shit. You know what
Right.
I mean? They're not going to hand you championships. You actually got to go get it. You got dudes jumping out the gym. You can't jump out the gym no more. You can just jump and slap the ball from the back. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I still love LeBron though.
Yeah.
From childhood on up, I just think what he's done has been impeccable. Very unmatched storyline through his career, but now it's gonna be a match in his career if he keep doing this fuckery that keep coming back and shit. Because there's a lot of failures. It's gonna be Kwame Brown. No disrespect to Kwame Brown,
Right,
man, brother. But yeah.
And see, well, a lot of people didn't understand with Kwame Brown. That man played with Jordan and Kobe.
I know, right? That's crazy.
That man played with 2 of the greatest players ever. That had some of the hardest work ethics. And this man didn't go to college. He came straight out of high school.
Right.
And was the top player in the United States. But they put too much work on this man. They wanted him to work out like a guard. This man has been a center his whole life.
Right.
You can't put the same work ethic on that body because it won't work out. Look at where Andrew Bynum is now.
Yep. And the bad part about that is he probably could have been better, but I don't like they call him a bust though. That's crazy.
Who, Kwame?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because he played, he had a 10-year career, and busts don't last that long.
Right. Thank you.
Busts do not last that long. So when them saying that,
Deny.
y'all gonna have to get on out of here with that right there. We not doing it.
Come on now, dog.
Stand up. South Carolina.
Get the hate out of here. You know what I mean? Get the hate out of here. We not doing that.
Right.
We giving love where it's due, and the man played 10 solid years out here with all odds against him. Y'all can say you can agree with Stephen A. and all of the trash that he was talking about the man or anybody else that was talking about him, but him, none of the other people that's talking about him couldn't do what he did if they had his height and athleticism in the NBA.
That's a fact.
You also got to remember when he played, this was still the years when centers were very relevant in the league.
Facts.
You still had an older Hakeem.
Yep.
You had Jermaine O'Neal doing his thing. You had, I mean, come on. You had centers out there,
bro.
Huh?
Tim Duncan was still out
yes, there. He sure was there.
Yeah.
He sure. This was his prime. Remember, he got 5 that year. He got 5 of them.
Bro, yeah, Tim Duncan was a bad mamma jamma.
Yes, and shout out to him because the Spurs are interviewing him for the head coaching position.
I hope he get it.
I think that's great because remember, he interim them when Popovich went out for a couple of games last season.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, and he did a great job with him because he knows the system.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He played all his years on one team under one coach, and he learned he learned that system. He learned the culture. He turned it. He changed it. He changed himself. He got himself better. He motivated everyone else around him. I think he should get that job. And with Popovich becoming, I think, the president of operations, they'll make good things going over there. You got Darren Fox, and you got Wemby over there. That's great to start with. Chris Paul, I'm glad that you're out of here.
He has been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Ever since David Stern denied that trade with you going to play with Kobe Bryant, Chris Paul was always, they sat him back. They didn't want him to be as good as he could be. There's no telling how many. I know him and Kobe would have won at least 2. That's at least.
Brother, he could have got rings with the Clippers. The Clippers were turning their whole shit around. Then that whole Donald shit happened. And then motherfuckers just said, fuck the Clippers. And the team just went.
So now look, with that, do you think that is the Clippers and that what was going on with the president? Or do you think that was Doc Rivers? Because remember, he's been losing everywhere he's been going. He won one with the Celtics, and that was the highlight of his career. They weren't. They weren't. They wouldn't have beat LA if Andrew Bynum and Trevor Ariza didn't have a broke foot. That would have been Kobe's three-peat number 2.
Right.
And he would have been tied with Jordan for it. But what he did was 81 points when Jordan's was 63 tops. There it is. It's time. It's time. Let's go. Let's go.
Run amok and flat out deceive.
Huda is in the building. He's out the hood. He's in the building right now. He's out of the hood, man. Y'all welcome into the building, man. Yo, welcome Huda to the show. He finally showed up. Shots. Let's get it, man. But definitely, man, I think it's the legacies that we're looking at right now. You got the end of legacies and end of careers coming up. And I don't know, they were saying SGA, they were saying Wemby, they were saying Ja Morant going to be the faces of the NBA right now. But with them being the faces, will it be the same? Because you got the end of the era coming with Steph Curry,
right?
LeBron,
right?
Kevin Durant,
right?
Like all of our players that we grew up with, it's 2 years, they're going to be out of here.
Right.
And that's respectably. Westbrook. You could stay if you want to.
And Westbrook.
Yep, Westbrook as well. Yep. A lot of those guys that are stars that we grew up watching.
YN, bro.
Yeah, man.
You got that YN mentality. The guys that had class and style and, had grown manness about themselves at an early age are going out.
Yep.
Now we have all Allen Iversons. Shouts out to Allen Iverson, one of my favorites of all times. But everybody has that mentality. You remember he brought the braids and the goddamn tats and all that to the game?
The style and the swag.
Yeah, that's Ja Morant right there.
And look, and this the thing that a lot of those younger guys missed. His conversation when he was talking about practice.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about the game that I live or die for. We talk about practice. They don't understand how hard this guy worked to be there. Remember, that man is my height. 6 foot.
I thought he was my height, 5'9". No,
yeah.
He just looks small, man. He looks short.
Right. And remember, the man also played quarterback.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah.
The only other player that we knew that had the opportunity to go to the NFL or the NBA was Charlie Ward.
Yeah, he made a wrong decision.
You know what I mean? He had a solid NBA career, but I think he football with the person that he was.
Yeah, he would have been Michael Vick.
I mean,
gotta relax.
Who knows? That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. So I mean, these legacies is crazy. It's all up. These playoffs are all up. So before we get out of here, and I got 5 for you with 1 answers.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to win it all this year? Right now you got the Wolves, the Warriors, Boston, Cleveland, Indiana, and New York, and you got the Nuggets and OKC.
You said Cavaliers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, bro. I'm rolling with the underdog. Shouts out to Uncle Ballhead.
Man, he'll be so happy to hear you talking like this right now. I asked him to get on the show too. He said he had errands to run.
I can dig
We
it.
would give you shots out, and you ain't even on the show. Uncle Ballhead, look at this.
Hey, shouts out Uncle Ballhead from Who the De Leons. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, man. Shout out to the light skins out here, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going next, baby. Going next.
All right.
The underdogs. If they ain't got a championship, I want them to get one this year.
I will say,
I'm really saying Timberwolves, but I'm going to go with the Knicks. But I got to go next.
dog, bro, this is a hard one. Pause.
Word.
To put out there like that, but like you with the Knicks in the East,
right?
I'm gonna go with West out there. I'm gonna say Timberwolves, man. If it's not the Timberwolves, it'll be the Knicks.
Yeah, okay, that's how I feel.
You know, because they're unknown, they're ready, they're young, they got the experience because they lost last year this time, and a lot of people were saying, do you think if the Timberwolves make it to the next round and lose, do you think this season was a failure? Me, I don't, because last year they got put out this round. So if this year they make it to the next round and they lose, you got better. You know, that's a whole lot better, and I'll take that as that. And not only that, but look at what they beat. Like I said, they beat Durant, they beat Ja, they beat the Lakers. They've been beating people all the way around to do this. Hold on real quick.
Go ahead. You good.
Broski, what's good?
Hey, we on the way, brother.
Okay, I'll be there in a few. We wrapping up the show right now, man. You want to say hey to everybody on the Hater Debate show, bro?
Hater Debate, what's going on from V-Lo, baby?
You already know what time it is, man. That's bro of love right there, man. Bro, I'll see you in a few minutes, bro.
All right, man.
Okay. But yeah, man, it's up in the air right now. We got our bold predictions out here. I got 5 for you, 5 names. I want your one-word answers. All right?
All right.
Okay. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Dog.
Jared Goff.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Look.
Oh, you mad because I'm styling on
I wish I still had my throw in the damn towel. I gotta put that back on there, man. I gotta put that back on there. Oh my goodness, man. I got to put that back on there. Okay. Matthew Stafford. Well, Stafford.
Legend.
He is nice, and he's doing his thing out there in the NFC West. They better, hey man, they better bite down on it. They better bite down on it. Okay. Robert Saleh.
Cool.
I'll accept that. But I need you to break it down a little bit. You think that's cool as a move of him going back to San Francisco? Because I think when Aaron Rodgers,
right?
Yeah, he's our defensive coordinator now.
Yes.
He was the Jets, but Aaron Rodgers got that man ran up out of there.
Aaron Rodgers.
And look at what Aaron Rodgers did after the man was gone. Had a horrible season when the Jets defense was biting, and that's who Rob Saleh is, a defensive coach.
Yeah, the Jets had a mean defense.
They
Aaron
really
Rodgers
did.
Trash.
You know, and it wasn't their defense that was losing. Their offense couldn't put no points up.
Facts.
And he got him out of there, and they lost the rest of that season. Now Aaron Rodgers doesn't even have a job.
Thank God.
Ain't nobody picking that up. Nobody wants that. The diva attitude.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, you got so much going. Come on, man. I'll accept that answer for that. And last and definitely not least, Ben Johnson.
Traitor.
Ah! I was about to say it.
Run amok and flat out
I
deceive.
was about to say it. Look at this, man. This is ridiculous. You took the words out of my mouth. I couldn't even say it in time. That man said exactly what it was. I even got my glasses on. I got my hater blockers on, my 530s. So people can't read my mind. This man still did it, man. Y'all go ahead and clap it up for my man here, man. Clap it up for Huda. The man read my mind with everything going up against it. That man said, no, Pete, I know what you thinking. We ain't doing this.
Yeah, Benedict Arnold.
Yeah, get out of here.
Benedict Arnold.
You should have stayed, man. And I feel like that for every coach that's team was so close to getting it, then you got the big head because somebody else wanted you to head coach. Bro, that doesn't guarantee you victories.
Facts.
You were in a great position. You were one win away from the Super Bowl. One win after having an injury-prone season like y'all had, and you leave that, not even giving y'all a chance to get healthy, get more players like y'all got, and even did well in the draft. You just want to leave to do your own thing? Bro, when a lot of coaches do that, it always comes back to bite them in their butt. A lot of them do it. I know a few that hasn't.
I don't know about
one of them is D'Amico Ryans.
Yes.
I was proud of what he's doing out there in Houston, man. He's doing his thing. He's getting better. They got a lot of picks and everything as well this year. Who knows? Like next year, the NFL is going to be wide open. I can't wait to do it.
Wide the fuck open, bro.
I can't wait for these Thursday, Monday, and Sunday conversations that we gonna have on here.
I will be here.
You know,
send them invites, bro.
You already know.
Oh my God.
You already know they're going to be in advance. I'm sending you yours in advance. We out here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We are out here, bro. Yeah, we are out here, man.
But the Bears gonna be nice, bro. They're gonna be nice this year.
I think the Bears and Denver is going to be nice.
I want Denver to be nice, man. That's my AFC team, man.
Right. Denver. They got Hufanga and they got Greenlaw from us. But the sad thing about it is Greenlaw tore a pectoral muscle in the offseason. We don't know when you'll even play for those guys.
Bro, when we got Emmanuel Mosley from y'all, he did the same thing. Week 1, pectoral muscle, came back about 12 weeks later, did it again. But I think it was something else he hurt. Like, he only played 2 games for us, bro.
See, a lot of those guys that are really physical like that and play like balls to the wall, I hate to use that, all gas, no brakes, you don't have you really have no filter. So everything that you're doing is just
knocking them out.
I'm going to do it, but that comes at a cost.
Yeah.
You're going to wear your body out a whole lot faster than a Fred Warner or a John Lynch to say, because they're not just running to do it. They're direct and they're meticulous in their planning. They're going to make sure that everything they're doing makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I can be hurt. My team needs me.
Yeah.
My team needs me, man. But yeah, man, it was a great show. I love having you on here. And like I said,
being here, bro.
The first Friday afternoon, we got to get these playoff things up here. We got our bowl predictions. We even talked a little bit of football. We talked legacies and everything out of here. Before we get out of here, bro, I need you to run them shots out.
All right.
Let them know also about the shows that you have as well, and where they can go and check your shows and stuff out as well, too.
Got you. Check out War Stories Radio Live on Twitch. It's up 24/7. Any artists want to be on, wsradiolive@gmail.com. We pay royalties. Please follow the station. You'll see all the numbers that be going up. We have House of Love. Shouts out to them. 2 bad DJs that's married. They do some mean stuff. That's on
awesome.
Twitch as well. We have the Mike L Show. Salute to him. Always having some great Southern Soul artists or some hip hop from out of the 803, out of the 706, 704. Name it around. He be having his stuff going down. Shouts out to Hate It or Debate Sports Talk. I love being here doing this. Shouts out to my favorite producer, PD Boy over here. You know what I'm saying? That's Pete the Geek. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Besides that, shouts out to all of y'all. Y'all keep supporting my brother. Share, like, comment, subscribe on this here. YouTube, salute. Facebook, salute. Y'all do y'all thing.
Definitely, man. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that's chilling. I got a couple of viewers right now. I wish I would have said something or would have pulled up a little bit earlier while we had all of these topics cooking out here, but it's all good. Y'all can look back. Y'all can check it out. You can still also comment, like, and subscribe. Share this with a friend. I like to give a shout out to the whole Hater Debate cast. Though everybody wasn't here today, shout out to the newest member, Who the Leons. Shout out to the newest member out here, man. Shout out to everybody that's viewing. Shout out to our sponsors. And, man, shout out to the man up above, man. That's my shots out, man. That's my shots out, bro. And if anything else, or if nothing else, bro, I'll catch you backstage before we get out of here. But for everybody else, y'all know what time it is. If you can't do up, you can't do down, you can't do left, right, BA, select, start, you can go ahead and...
Here to bring you the facts, data, and statistics up close and personal. Letting you decide if it truly is hate or debate.
Pulls up 3-pointer.